to do something for the children so that they're ready to face their world.
And the Children's Place started because there were people in our community that cared about children.
Children's Place is a special place.
We have to be a place that's protecting children.
We are all about the kids.
Our kids here at the Children's Place inspire me.
I always wanted to work with kids because it is really hard to see a child struggling.
And what we do here is give them the experience of being a kid.
I think it gives them hope. To be able to play a role in that, that's priceless.
There's no place where you can get a greater reward than giving to helping children than you can at the Children's Place.
Pulling it all together for the sake of the children and their families. It's great.
The Children's Place has been something that people can count on in Kansas City to step up and help children who are in need, and children who are neglected, and children who are abused, and their parents and their guardians.
It was decided that we would open up a day treatment center that would focus on the developmental delays of abused and neglected children at the time, and include services for the parents.
The biggest challenge we had when it got started was really getting the funding that we needed, also finding the right people.
Well, when I came to the Children's Place back in 1978, Dr. Arliss Woods was the director, Marilyn Taylor was the day treatment director, and Rebecca Crow was the speech pathologist. So they interviewed me, and I asked them, so how long have you guys been here? And they started laughing, and they said, since yesterday. So it was kind of funny. I was the fourth person hired here. So
we looked at the whole process of child abuse and neglect that was happening in families and saw it as a cycle, and saw it as intergenerational, and saw it as something that continued to continue. So we said we wanted to help break the cycle of child abuse and neglect. That was our vision statement. That's what we were trying to do. That's the impact we were trying to make.
But in 1978, a lot of people didn't talk about abuse and neglect. Because we had different people that said, hey, there's a problem here. We're seeing kids coming to the system being abused, being hurt, and there's no place in Kansas City to help these kids. So Bob was on that first committee, and he helped get us started.
And so that was the whole idea of the Children's Place. Let's break the chain of abuse. Let's find a way to educate the parent. Let's find a way to educate the child and give the child the love and the caring that they needed so that they don't go on to become an abusive or a neglectful parent.
The reality is, kids cannot learn if they're hungry, if they're cold, if they're scared. You just can't learn because they're just focused on survival. And once we can provide a happy, safe environment here, a place where they can heal, a place where they can learn, a place where they can feel safe no matter what, they're able to start learning and doing the things that all kids should do.
I believe that every child has the right to feel joy, to be cared for and be protected. And when we discover that for lots of different reasons children do not have this, I think it's imperative that we put our arms around children in our community and give them that opportunity.
I think seeing our resiliency in our kids, that even through the most horrible of experiences, that they're able to come and try to learn how to do something different and to be vulnerable in those moments, for them to be able to show you really truly what they're carrying inside every day. They have themselves broken in the inside, and I get teary thinking about it, actually. You know, so many of our kids come and they feel broken, and all they want to do is be seen and heard and understood.
Children's Place has been very important to these kids because they can come to an environment where they can be a kid and they can be respected and trusted and be able to show affection toward adults and not be judged negatively. I don't know where they would be without the Children's Place, but I'm glad there is a Children's Place.
What inspires me about these children is they can thrive they can become these wonderful people. And they can do it with the help of the staff that we have here at the Children's Place. We've seen it happen over and over again.
Gosh, when I see their faces, I see so much potential and I see so much possibility. And often those children do not come to our agency feeling like there's possibility or feeling like there's hope or feeling like there's anything left. And their perception of themselves, the world around them, others, is so depleted sometimes. And it's helping them find who they are on the inside.
Our team is absolutely incredible at the Children's Place. We could not do the kind of work we do if it wasn't for each person that was here. The staff that chooses to work here are the most passionate, caring, empathic people I've ever met, and that's inspirational.
I feel very passionately about the work I do at the Children's Place. I've seen the impact it can make on these kids for the better, and I'm very proud of the work that's done here.
We are blessed with a great staff at the Children's Place, that the people that are volunteering are wonderful, and we have a great board of directors, and every year I'm amazed at the wonderful people that have stepped forth. That means so much to the future of the Children's Place, and it's just, you can't say enough about what is being offered to the young children that come into the Children's Place and their families. Children's Place is a special place, and I'm so glad that I was able to be a small part of it.
The children that come to the Children's Place are guaranteed a smile, a hug, and love from the adults that are here.
Where else are you going to get that? Seriously.